Hey folks, walk with me. I just walked up a hill, so I'm a little out of breath. But a question came in. Basic gist was, this person is in just a really beautiful part of their life. They feel loved, they feel safe, they feel like they're surrounded by all of the great things, and they constantly are feeling the weight and the pressure of time. The fact that time is going to take these people away from them at some point. And so this period that they're experiencing now is going to be in transition because time. the whole thing is centered around time, basically. And being fearful of losing this great period in time. This one definitely stood out to me because we get so many messages and comments and stuff about people who are having a hard time with stuff. And this was totally the opposite. It was like, I can't imagine things being any better than they could be right now. And I'm just captured in the knowing that it's all going to go away. Because if nothing else, these people are going to die. And so their basic gist was, how do I get over just being gripped by this fear? I feel kind of crappy that I have this amazing life right now, and I'm actually struggling in having this amazing life because I know that time marches on, and I know what that means. One interesting thing is, that's just dawning on me at the moment, this is my main point, not to bury the lead here, but having everything being wonderful, it's interesting that that's introducing this challenge, right? Especially, like I said, in a situation where we usually are getting questions and comments and stuff from people who are having just a tremendously hard time, or even a hard time in one area of their life, and they're wondering how to make that better, right? So it's almost like the lack of seeing, it's almost like a lack of hope in a way that this person has, where they can't imagine that things could get any better. And I guess even if they could, I think their real fear is rooted in this idea that they're going to lose these people. And here's my main point. My main point is, this reminded me of something that Thich Nhat Hanh teaches and talks about, where he says that impermanence, in other words, everything's going to change and everyone's going to die. Impermanence is something that you should have rooted into the love and the joy and the expression of those things with the people and things that are meaningful to you. A way in which he talks about this is holding your loved one, right? Holding the person that you love dearly, knowing that you and them are impermanent. So one of you is going to go before the other, probably. And as you're embracing this person who you love, thinking, this person is here with me right now, they're alive, I'm alive, and we are experiencing this together. And that would lose some of its joy, some of its beauty, some of it the tremendous heartstrings that it tugs on. It would lose some of that if things were permanent, right? If everyone were permanent and you didn't have to think, I need to express this to this person now because I don't know what the future holds. That brings with it a necessity to treasure and cherish certain things that are precious to you. And in that way, the impermanence of it all is actually the reason why anything is precious, why anything is meaningful or treasured in the way in which we experience it, is because we know at some point everything is at least going to change. And to another degree, we know that it's all going to go away. So I think rooting deeply into that concept of I need to be fully alive and engaged with this now in the deepest, most meaningful way, because it won't always be possible. So you're taking the it won't always be possible aspect of it, and instead of mourning that today, you're using it to give you a reason or a way by which to really, really entrench yourself into feeling the joy and the gratitude and the grace and beauty that this situation and these people bring into your life. That's what gives it that immense glory. Those are my 2 cents. Hopefully this wasn't too depressing. It was meant to be more uplifting than anything else, but it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one to talk about. But yeah, I think that this comes up, and I think it's interesting in any relationship to regard it in this way of, do I really want to treat this person, even if I'm upset with them, even if I'm angry with them, annoyed by them, whatever, do I really want to treat them in such and such a way, knowing that they and I are impermanent? It's a worthy question, I think. All right, folks, well, if you watched with me thus far or walked with me, either way, I certainly appreciate it. And as always, I will see you in the next video.